welcome to the think tank. My guest today is Kevin T. Robertson, affectionately known as KTR. He's the world's #1 speaker coach. It's really a pleasure to have you on today, Kevin.
Hey, Martin, thanks for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
Good, great. Before I always talk to my guests, I always do a little background check. Man, your background is extraordinary.
Thank
why
you.
You call yourself the world's #1 speaker coach. It is truly an honor. But you know what? I'll let you tell the audience a little bit about yourself. So tell us a little bit about Kevin.
Okay, well, I've been in the speaking industry now for 34 years. I've delivered over 2,750 paid speaking engagements all throughout the United States and Canada and abroad, multiple times, more than I can count. I've been to over 30 different countries abroad. Workbooks have been translated over 30 different languages. I've serviced over 78 different nationalities. I've worked with sign language, multicultural, hearing impaired interpreters, and I have become a master communicator and a professional speaker like I was not when I first started. My various entrepreneurial background and experience went from flipping houses, doing real estate. I've done over 600 of those, made a lot of money for me and my investors. That's a little known fact. I don't talk about that. Also, I have an entertainment background. So I've been performing since I've been 5 years old. I was a professional musician by the time I was 16, and I've been a celebrity insider by the time I was 18. I've been a trusted advisor, always toured and recorded with multi-platinum recording artists. And, you know, I started a consultancy because I didn't even know I could get paid by giving advice, but I was very trustworthy and people always follow my leadership. And that just grew over a number of years. When I started in speaking, I was extremely young at 18. I didn't even know you could get paid.
Wow.
Over a number of years, I knew that I had that drive and passion, Martin, you know, like a lot of us have. And I knew that this was the path that I was supposed to stay on no matter how hard it was. And it got me to become a top 20% of leadership speakers on planet Earth who knew how to transfer knowledge at a very high level. And I found my footing when I got into the corporate and association market, and I turned into a superstar of really delivering value, doing on-site trainings and speaking at conferences and, you know, speaking to corporations and associations. So that's really about my background. And I'm just really proud to be here at this moment in time, just being able to deliver value for other people right now as a speaker coach.
I saw you interviewed. Tell me some celebrities that you interviewed. You interviewed, I think did you talk to Oprah?
I didn't. I covered Oprah's Life You Want weekend. A lot of the media ran out of time because she had over 1,000 pictures that she had to take that day with the VIP guests. So it just wasn't enough time for her. But you know, I'm friends with her personal makeup artist Derek Rutledge, and Derek put me in contact with all the PR people. And this is the beauty of having connections.
Right.
And, you know, Derek does all of the makeup for Oprah and many of the movies and projects that she works on. So I've known Derek for over 20 years, and that put me in position to do that. But some of my most memorable interviews would be probably Larry the Cable Guy. I'm the only African-American to interview Larry the Cable Guy.
He's funny.
Yeah, very, very interesting, man. You know, my mouth was on the ground because when he was talking to me, he didn't have that kind of country redneck accent that he has. We were just talking, and he was telling me about, you know, all of his trials and tribulations when he was making $250 a night versus making $250,000 a night.
Right.
So I've been interviewing celebrities for a long time because I'm interested in the success habits. It's very interesting to me when I ask them a signature question: how much focus have you had in your career to achieve your success? Academy Award winner Louis Gossett Jr. was amazing when he answered that question. He went back to one of his teachers and his great-great-grandmother.
Wow.
When I asked Chris Tucker, the actor and comedian, he said, focus is right up there with my faith in God, you know? So, you know, Angela Bassett was another key interview, you know, very humbling, you know, about the beginnings that she had all the way up to being an award-winning actress. So I find myself in these circles of interviewing these high-profile people. And what you find out, Martin, is that like your struggle of, you know, training for a triathlon,
right.
How do you say that? You're a triathlon.
Triathlon.
Correct.
Yeah.
Your struggles of training for that is very similar to what an actor or a singer or a high profile entrepreneur. So, I just really enjoy it because, when you brand with other people, the strongest way to build a celebrity brand is to be seen with other celebrities.
Right.
And I didn't realize that in the beginning, but I started to see how the shift started to happen in my career when I started to incorporate the celebrity branding, and it really became very, very powerful.
Wow, that is amazing. I think you've given almost like 2,700 speeches.
Yes, about a little over about 2,750 paid speaking engagements.
Wow.
A lot of them were junk, Martin. The first like 750 were low fee, like under $1,000.
Right.
But I wanted to be in the game so bad. In order for me to break through to another level, I just put myself in position where I was in broke, begging, and desperation mode.
Right. Right.
So I let the conference coordinator give me what they wanted me to have because I didn't understand the business. So I was struggling.
That's case in point. That's pretty much where I started a year ago. After my Toastmasters career, I got my DTM, my Distinguished Toastmasters, highest degree in Toastmasters. So I can speak, but the business side, that's when I contacted you, and you showed me the business side. There's a whole different side of speaking.
Yeah.
Oh,
it is.
I mean, it's phenomenal. And I mean, I've learned so much from you. I mean, I don't have any problem saying that. You are my coach. You're going to be my coach.
Yeah.
But it's an amazing journey. If I can tell you quickly, my wife said to me, honey, you enjoy speaking. Why don't you get paid for it? Great.
Yeah, it's nothing like it.
But like I said, it's not about me right now. I wanted the world to know about Kevin, KTR, the value that you bring to your sessions is just so full of value. And that's why I enjoy it. Okay. So now we've talked a little bit about you. How do we maneuver in this crazy world right now, Kevin, for speakers?
Okay, with COVID-19 and the pandemic. Well, that's a great question, Martin. Well, I tell you this, that what we're teaching all the students on our platform is you have to be ready for next level success. And you want to come out of COVID, number one, with a new skill.
Right.
You want to come out with a new branding and marketing skill. You want to come out of it with a new level of education of how to manage your speaker business. And you definitely want to work. Now is the time. The great Warren Buffett said, during times of economic collapse, you want to be greedy.
That's right.
You want to go in and gobble up all the underpriced assets, right? And this is what we're doing right now. The speaking industry is a $700 billion machine.
Yes.
It hasn't shut down. It slowed down a little bit, but just like the NBA found a way to be very creative. If you look at the way the NBA is doing their marketing, it's amazing. They have virtual stands with the little boxes in there, right, as the fans. So that's practicing social distancing, right? And then they also have the spacing of the chairs when they sit on the bench is social distancing. They test everybody that comes into the bubble. Everybody's been quarantined. So if you're inside the bubble, you don't have COVID-19.
Right.
So watch this. That's how you have to be creative when it comes to managing your professional speaking career through COVID-19. What we're teaching our coaching students how to do is partner with the conference coordinator. You have to have another level of skill, Martin, like you're a meeting planner.
Right.
So watch this. We're working with one of our students right now to speak at a resort. Where the resort is instead of doing food from outside the venue, they're going to use the restaurant that's on site. They're going to use the utensils in plastic wrap.
Wow.
Okay. Obviously, everybody has to have a mask on. It's only 250 people that's coming to the conference. Well, guess what? Now the conference tables typically seat 10 people. Let's only put 5 people at the table. Practicing social distancing. Let's spread the tables apart. Let's also make it possible for them to get a Zoom connection into the meeting for those who can't make it. These are all suggestions that if you make to the conference coordinator as a speaker, not only the value of your signature programs, you're also providing value to help them plan the event. We all have to work through COVID-19 together, and partnerships, Martin, is the way to do it.
Right, definitely. I definitely agree with that. I see it all the time. I was invited to speak at a conference next month already. And the specific said that we will be social distancing.
Correct.
We will be social distance. So there is value still there. It's coming back slowly.
Of course.
It has to come back.
It has to come back.
Yes.
And watch this. The ones that have the patience and the ones that are growing their business. The main thing is you have to be able to put some time into your speaker business every single day. And that will give you the skill set, Martin. I'm going to say it again. Skill set, ladies and gentlemen, is what you want. You want to focus on the most, because when you come out of COVID-19, it's going to be a jailbreak in a booking frenzy like you've never seen in your life. And what's happening is the conference coordinators they've already pivoted to online summits, to teleconferences, to Skype, to Zoom, to webinars and things of this nature. This is the new norm, yes. But they do not build large conference centers like Mandalay Bay and Las Vegas, which I've had the privilege to speak at about 5 or 6 times. They don't build huge conference centers like in Orlando, Florida. They don't build facilities, and they're building bigger ones right now. You don't build that unless you plan on filling them with people. So eventually our industry is fine and we're thriving right now. You just gotta know the facts. I talk to conference coordinators, meeting event planners, chair, decision makers. I talk to speakers, service providers, conference, consultants. I talk to specialists, subject matter experts, leading authorities, trusted advisors. I talk to vendors. I talk to everybody in our industry every single day. And you have to be able to pivot and offer new things to be creative with the conference coordinator. And that is how you survive through COVID-19 as a speaker, but you aren't booking anything if you don't have the right kind of skill.
That's right. You know, but I've taken this time to educate myself a little bit more on things, especially in the, like I told you, I got some software and I learned the software in this 2-3 months. I mastered it, how to intro, outro, text. I mean, it's amazing. You educate
your set is fire, Martin. I love it, bro. I love it. I saw some of your other interviews as well.
Right.
Listen, if you just started, I can't tell. You're doing a great job.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
yes,
much.
Sir.
You know, it's a thirst for knowledge, and I wanted to bring you on. Like I said, you are. I mean, your background. There's nobody better. Trust me, there's nobody better. I've been around a little bit. Okay, so now let's go to speaker focus.
Okay.
Give our audience a little bit, because I want to let everybody know that there's value in speaker focus, because I'm getting value from it. Tell us a little bit about what does speaker focus on, and what do you offer in speaker focus?
Okay. Well, the first thing we did was, as I was touring all around the world, the #1 question that would pop up, Martin, was, you know, what is the fastest way to start booking speaking engagements? Like out of hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that I provided service to, that's the question that would pop up the most. I found it very ironic. I'm like, don't you understand how hard this is? I make it look easy, but it's not. What I felt like what they should have been asking me is, KTR, what are the steps you're supposed to take to book the speaking engagements? It's like nobody really wanted to learn the business. So I said, okay, that's an issue. Another thing, the reason why Speaker Focus was put together, because of the coaching industry as a whole.
Right.
I had a problem with it, Martin, that there was no engagement, there was no system of accountability in place. You pay a certain fee for a certain amount of weeks, and then when the weeks were up, you had to come back and pay more money. But I didn't learn anything when I paid you the first amount of money.
Right.
And there was no real engagement, and you couldn't talk to the person on top with the knowledge like me. So you're either going to get distracted or you're going to get discouraged.
Right.
I said, okay, we got to fix that problem first. So that's why we created a 24-hour accessible online platform that fits any schedule through your smartphone, your desktop, your laptop, or your mobile device, or your tablet.
Right.
And then we have a weekly group call every Monday where you can actually talk to the world's #1 speaker coach and get your questions answered. You'll see me helping people with breakthroughs right there on the Monday weekly group call. If anybody, your viewers want to get, they can check out our YouTube channel if they want to look at how we manage the group call.
Right.
Also, too, we have a lifetime membership. So you pay one fee. We're there to help you month 3, month 6, year 1, 2, 3, down the line. And we have a private coaching group where you can upload your homework assignments, videos, Microsoft Word documents. In other words, Martin, everybody has to get through the world's #1 speaker coach. And I help you build your brand and teach you all of the steps. Step #1 is get an organized message. This is the problem the speakers have. First, we had to fix the coaching industry problem. Then we had to fix the problem that speakers run into. #1 problem speakers run into, they don't have an organized message. So we addressed that in module 1. Module 2, they don't have any automation. They don't know how to attract hot leads and target prospects. fill up their marketing pipeline with predictability and consistency. That's not the promise of our platform. That's the guarantee. We will show you how to build your brand and attract high-paid speaking engagements. Number 3 is setting up your speaker business. The conference coordinator doesn't want to do business with your social security number. They want to do business with your business.
Right.
Number 4 is you got to make sure all your social media is on point, because we see speakers are posting all the wrong stuff. You're supposed to be posting things that support your speaking topics and nothing else, because when you specialize in something, you make more money.
Right.
The next thing is digital marketing. We help you understand digital marketing and how if you don't start to be where all the conference coordinators are on these platforms and your mobile device, right, is it makes it very difficult to book you to speak. Now we have about 40% of our platform is 50 years and over. So a lot of old school thinking is going to keep you broken out of business, like Payless Shoes, Toys R Us, and Sears. So we teach you how to create leverage with your brand so you can reach all 4 corners of the globe. So you can have success that we have in our space is number 1. We run paid traffic, Martin. We run successful Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google AdWords, LinkedIn organic outreach automation strategy, and YouTube pre-roll ads. Now, each one of those platforms have a different strategy, and you have to know how to do that at a high level. So we address that in module 5. And then the last but not least is the bonus module. Is module 6 is the speaker toolkit. Now you're going to get all the marketing outreach templates that I've used in my professional speaking career to book hundreds of speaking engagements, the email outreach templates, the sales script templates, the handouts, the workbooks, the worksheets, everything you need, Martin, from A to Z. This is what Speaker Focus, Kevin T. Robertson, and Austin Troyer, my business partner, are all about. We fixed the problem like any maverick pioneer or trailblazer. We saw a problem and we said, this is not right. We need to fix it. And we did. We created the most powerful platform for speaker marketing ever created in the history of business. Martin, I'm so thrilled to be a part of it. And I want to thank you for allowing us to have some time to showcase it.
Good, man. When I thought about you as one of my guests, I said, wow, there's going to be value, because you've given me so much value, and I don't have a problem in saying that. Like I tell you, when we first met, I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. I don't follow anyone.
Yes, sir.
But sometimes, you gotta be a little humble sometimes.
Yes, sir.
Someone knows more than you, then you follow, and I don't have a problem following you. Let me just digress a little bit. I'm also in the hospital flipping business. So we have a lot in common. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, but I really appreciate you coming out today and giving us a perspective on Speaker Focus and a little bit more about the speaking business. I'm going to be interviewing another young man later on today. He just wrote a book. He was in Toastmasters with me, and I know he's going to enjoy seeing this. A lot of my friends who want to get into business will definitely appreciate seeing what Speaker Focus can do for them.
Gotcha.
Tell us now, how do we get a hold of Speaker Focus about Kevin? Give us a little bit of how to get a hold of you if you want to get into your program.
Okay, well, if people are really serious, we work with a wide variety of professionals, from income ranges of $30,000 past high profile people with $30+ million in our coaching program, and everybody in between. We like to work with people who are serious about putting in the work. If you want to be held accountable, you want to put the work in, you can reach us at www.speakerfocus.com /training. We offer a free training on our website. And if you want to schedule a call directly with me, you're more than welcome to. Again, www.speakerfocus.com /training, or you can email us direct at support@speakerfocus.com. Again, that's support@speakerfocus.com.
Wow, man. Like I said, we can go on for long, but I like to keep my interviews short because we get value. We give it in and out. So I want to thank you so much for taking the time to come out. You didn't have to do this. I appreciate it. I appreciate you as a friend. You were a friend now when we first met, and you're always going to be a friend. I'm gonna be tagging you along, man. Trust me, I'm gonna be tagging along. Okay.
Hey, that's awesome, Martin. I want to thank you so much for allowing us to come on to talk about Speaker Focus, and you keep doing your thing, brother. You're looking real sharp over there. Everything looks clean. Good. You offer a lot of value, and you ask great questions, man. I know I'll be seeing you at #1, and I'll see you on the Speaker Focus platform real soon.
You will. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And say hi to Austin for me.
I sure will, Martin. Love you much, bro.
Okay, love you too, man. Have a good one. Thank you much.
Bye-bye.